Hey there, everybody, and welcome back to our kitchen here at St. Mary's. It is Thirsty Thursday, and we are COVID cooking some of our favorites. I don't know, what would you call them? Donuts and coffee. They're our comfort foods, right?
Basically, yes. Well, it's, donut and coffee hour here at St. Mary's, so I'm ready if you are.
I am ready. We are ready to dive into it. I am excited about this. We've been talking about donuts all week long. We've been making donuts, and now we are ready to do it for all of you, because now we've become Dunkin' Donuts here at St. Mary's.
Well,
we almost.
I was going to say.
We're dunking a lot of donuts. We're dunking a lot of donuts.
Dunking a lot of donuts. Everybody.
And I'm going to be dunking a lot of donuts into my my drink just a little bit.
So today, everybody, we're going to be using a recipe from
Fleischmann's.
Fleisch.
This was the recipe that my grandma used to make her donuts. Fleischmann's, right?
Fleischmann. That's not where I was going to go. I was going to say like Fleischmann, and that's not.
Fleischmann.
So anyway.
So if we say it wrong, I'm sure that somebody will correct us.
Exactly.
Along the way, right?
Maybe they'll sponsor us. Anyway,
yeah, right. Because we're still waiting on Old Forester to sponsor us.
Right.
They haven't hit it yet.
Right. Well, anyway. So we're using their recipe today for their glazed donuts, and like last time, I'll ask
Go back to that picture. That looks a lot like our donuts right there, kind of.
They do. Right.
Right.
So, like last time, I'm going to ask Paul to post in the comments this recipe, so that way you guys can follow along if you're interested. Also, quick before we get started with this, I want to give a quick shout out to a couple of people. So, as Father Joe mentioned earlier this week, there is a yeast epidemic in Scioto County. Yeah. Nobody can find any yeast anywhere. And so quick shout out to the people who helped us out and got us some rapid rise yeast. Particularly Haley Burton, if you're watching.
Hi, Haley.
Thank you. She was our little savior here and got us some rapid rise yeast. Also, shout out, of course, to Mary Herman. Thank you for offering your services, even though we couldn't use the yeast that you had. But it was the thought.
Good try. Nice try.
Thank you, Mary. So anyway, without further ado, let's get started.
So anyway, we have our roles when it comes to putting this together, because Jordan is a heck of a baker. You know, Mom and Dad, if you're watching, you know that when I bake, anything I touch always goes flat. From chocolate chip cookies to bread to brownies to cake, it doesn't matter what I bake, it always goes flat. So Jordan is in charge of mixing the ingredients today, but after that, we're not allowing Jordan to cut donuts. And we'll talk about that just a little later, why we're not going to allow that today. But Jordan has the skills to put this all together. And then, we want to shout out to all of Jordan's family from all over the world that's watching here with us today. Hi, everybody, right? From Chicago and beyond. So hello, all of Jordan's family who's watching us. And I'm sure there's a few folks in London, Ohio watching us today and around.
Yeah, shout out to Father Joe's fam.
Yeah,
I'm sure you all are watching. So,
yeah, they're watching what a mess we're going to make. That's probably what they're doing.
No comment. Anyway,
no comment.
So I'm just following the beginning steps here of the recipe, which starts out with a cup of flour, a teaspoon of salt, a quarter cup of sugar, white sugar, and then also nutmeg. As soon as I find it, there it is. And something that's interesting, for those of you who bake a lot, you'll know this. So nutmeg, it's a powerful ingredient. You only want a little bit.
Did you get that, folks? It's powerful.
So, can you tell what we've been doing this afternoon? Anyway.
Baking.
Anyway, so it's a really potent ingredient. And so what's interesting about this recipe is that it calls for anywhere from 3/4 of a teaspoon to a whole teaspoon of nutmeg, which I think that's a lot, but in this particular recipe, it works.
It's fantastic.
It really does. It works. So believe them. When they say it, believe them.
Ask all the kids in the neighborhood. They loved our donuts.
It's true. It's true. We were giving them away.
We were giving them. We have tried many a recipe with multiple yeasts here in the kitchen.
Yeast epidemic.
It's a yeast epidemic. Can't believe it.
We were having a time. Let's just put it that way.
Who's watching?
Oh,
hi there! All my nieces are watching up in
Oh,
Reynoldsburg.
hi
They go to St.
there. Hi,
Pius.
everybody.
Hi, Ariana. Hi, kids. How are you today?
Yeah.
So apparently you're not in school right now, so you get to watch. That's good.
Yeah. That's
So you
nice
can-
of you to join us.
So you can watch Uncle Joe and Jordan make a mess. It's awesome.
Basically, yeah. And yes, this is yeast, just so you know. Okay, so anyway.
That's right. It's
Just
not
so
a
that
white
way,
powder.
Just so that way there's no confusion. There's no thought there. All right.
It's
and then I
expensive on the
need-
black market. I tried to buy it
Actually,
yesterday.
yes.
I tried to buy 3 packets on Amazon, over $23 for
It was-
3 packets. Just packets. 3 packets.
Right. My mind was blown by that.
You can't buy any yeast on King Arthur's website.
Right.
You can't buy it on Amazon unless you want to buy it at a pound at a time.
Right.
And you can go to Sam's Club. Thanks to Chris Ponzio, we were able to get a couple pounds of yeast. So
Yeah.
that means we got a lot of bread baking in our future. So cinnamon rolls, donuts,
Ooh,
and
cinnamon
bread.
rolls.
Hey, absolutely.
I'm all for cinnamon rolls. I may be giving you a call. Anyway,
There you go.
So then from there, I need to get some water, some milk going here, and then here, Father Tuttle, since you're standing there so
Father
kindly,
Tuttle, who wants to be our sous
would
chef.
you put this back in the microwave for 10 seconds?
Sure.
Thanks.
And watch it because it likes to explode like a volcano.
Yes,
if you're
it
not
does.
Careful.
Hey,
Ask Jordan.
Ask me all about that, guys. Ask me all about that. And then I'm just measuring out
Come here, Finbar. Finbar is also. Come
cup
here.
of milk.
Come here. Finbar is helping us
Topping
again
it out.
today. He is enjoying his time here in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Why don't you bring that over here, Father Tuttle? I'll take it.
And then,
Magnificent.
sweetheart, I love you. Get
Come
out
here,
of the way,
buddy.
please.
Come on.
Thank you. All right. So
Finn
then,
likes to be in the middle of everything that you do.
and then I'm going to just pop that in there. Because, why not? Give that a little mixy mix.
So apparently a lot of you were sending this video around and sharing it
Thank you,
quite
by
a
the
bit.
way.
We appreciate
Thank
that.
you.
This
That's very
this started
kind.
out, we started out having Nancy Enzi in talking about some of the issues that we're all facing. Today is day 45, Jordan.
It's insane.
Day 45
It's
since we started the
insane.
COVID restrictions.
Wow. It's kind of mind-blowing because in a way, I don't know how you all feel about this, but we've developed a bit of a routine here.
We have.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? And it's amazing how, in a way, how slow it moves, but then also we say day 45. What? How
Yeah,
are we on
right.
day
I can't even
45
believe
already?
it.
So I'm gonna, so to explain what I'm doing next, I'm gonna pass this off to Father Tuttle, who's going to beat this for me for about 2 minutes. So here we go, Father Tuttle. This is
Dos
all you.
minutos, Padre.
Thank you, sir. And while he's doing that, I'm gonna prep for the next round of ingredients.
Exactly. This goes in stages. It's quite exciting. I mean, it really is. Okay, we'll get some questions here.
Yes,
we got
please.
the iPad. We love Rose Turner. She says totally insane. Does Finn? Will Finn get to sample the donuts? Well, I can tell you yesterday, we were making donuts, and I was holding a donut in my left hand as I was dipping the other one into the glaze, and he snagged it right out of it. So,
It was hilarious.
yes, it was absolutely hilarious. Jordan, do you ever use sapphire flour? From Gloria Horsley. I don't know what sapphire.
I'm not familiar. I'm not familiar, Gloria. Would you talk a little bit more about that? I'm not familiar with that. Is it? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Talk a little bit more, Gloria. I want to know more.
Talk amongst yourselves and coffee talk.
It's coffee.
Get a little bit of coffee talk there, Linda Richmond. I don't know.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
talk amongst yourselves about the sapphire flour.
Yes.
See what happens. I don't really know. I've never heard of sapphire flour.
Flour. Yeah. Is there? I'm not familiar.
No.
Not familiar. So, are there other questions for us, Father?
No,
Paul?
that's it right now.
Well, then-
Rose just says this is totally insane.
This is Rose.
Rose,
you have
we
no
love you.
idea. You have no idea.
We telling you.
We were talking earlier while Father Tuttle's working on that. We were talking earlier about, cooking. Father Joe and I both, we love to cook. We love to experiment. I love to bake in particular. Baking for me is very kind of therapeutic. And so we were like, maybe we could share a little bit today
Right,
about like
how we got started.
Yeah, where this came from and yeah.
You want to start?
Do you want to start?
Absolutely, go ahead.
Okay, well, all right. So,
I need to check the oil here.
Okay, so for me, cooking is very much just a part of my family. I'm very fortunate in that my mom, hi mom again if you're watching, is just a wonderful cook. And one of the blessings of having her as my mom is that she experimented all the time on us kids with the various foods that she would cook growing up. There's several stories there, but I'll behave myself and let her be.
2
yes,
minutes.
That's 2 minutes. All right, thank you. So I'm
glad Father Tuttle can count. We got 2 minutes.
Just use the phone.
Just use the phone. That's so good.
Thank you.
Another skill.
So I'm very fortunate that my mom just kind of all throughout my growing up, she was always cooking. We were always trying new things. So one of the cool things is that when I was growing up, the internet was just beginning to become a thing.
The interwebs.
You know, the internets.
World webs.
And so one of the things that was really new at the time was to order food online and then have it delivered at your house. So my mom was one of the frontier people of all this and would order things all the time from the internet, curry powders, spices, all of this, so that way we could try all these different things.
Exactly.
And so that's where a lot of that stems from, is because mom was always cooking. And so you had to learn, right? You learned quickly with mom at the helm there.
Absolutely. So what are you adding now, or what are you stirring up?
Oh, so I'm adding an egg. And then the next round of flour. So this then gets mixed for another 2 minutes. So
Father Tuttle, back to it again.
You're going to be put to work again, sir.
2 more minutes.
2 more minutes, please. And so and so Father Joe.
Yeah.
What about you?
Okay, let me just go back and check the pad here real quick. Okay, so where did I get my love for cooking? Well, Mom and Dad, this all goes back to you. I remember when my aunt and uncle first adopted my sister and I, Dad did not know how to cook, right? So Dad could do probably boil hot dog and peanuts and beer. That was lunch, right? Exactly. So I remember growing up in our house on North Main Street, and every Saturday afternoon before we would go to Mass, Dad was always watching the Frugal Gourmet and Justin Wilson and all of the shows on Saturday afternoon. So watching Dad learn how to cook also helped me have a desire to want to cook in my life. But also my grandma, sitting as a young kid, I spent a lot of time at my grandma's house and, watching my Nana bake and cook and pot roasts and ice cream and making meringues for lemon meringue pie and watching her make her cookies and all of those things. A lot of that stuck into my head because she loved to do it. It was a work of love for her, for me, for her family. And then I'll tell you, the other inspiration for cooking for me also came from Boy Scouts. Learning how to cook on an open fire really changes the game, right?
Cool, right?
Absolutely.
To cook on an open
cooking
flame.
on an open flame, cooking on a fire, making everything from dump cakes to the most gourmet donuts. Because we used to do donuts on the campfire out on our campouts. So we ate a lot of donuts.
So are you saying you're a donut expert?
I'm a donut expert. I mean, I don't know if it shows or not. I like me some donuts, so we did a lot of cooking, a lot of beautiful things out in those woods at Beaches Woods and Ray Farm growing up as a kid. So I think a lot of my inspiration for cooking really came from there. So I appreciate all those experiences that I had growing up as a kid, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. there is, while we're patiently waiting on our
Waiting for
2-minute
Father Tuttle to
on our
finish.
2-minute.
2 minutes is up.
Uh-oh, Father Tuttle probably does here. Let's
Let's
give him
okay.
let's give no.
And so it's fine, everybody.
It's fine, everybody.
It's fine.
No,
No,
it's
no,
okay.
that's okay. That's
So,
okay. We're good.
There we go. That way you get all the dough off.
And
look,
so we're just
we're teaching Father Tuttle a little today as
yeah.
well.
And thank you. I would like that. Thank you. Great. Okay. So then, finally,
We want to keep all the dough in the bowl.
Right.
You don't want to leave any on the beater.
It's true. It's true. We want to keep all the goodness in the bowl. So, last round, hopefully, of flour, and then
But you really flour it now until it makes a nice ball, right?
Correct,
Smooth,
correct.
supple ball, right?
Yes.
Exactly.
And so a lot of this is by feel, and but also I actually would like we'll just do this one. Okay, never mind.
Amy Waring wants to know: are you filling, or are you just straight glazing?
Mom. We'll explain that later because there's a story there. As usual, Mom.
Let us get there first, Mom. We need to make some donuts.
Mom, there's a whole story there. We'll get there. It's me. So you know that there's a whole catastrophe.
Welcome to Jordan's cooking hour, right?
There's a whole catastrophe within it. So you know that that's what happened there.
Doris Robinson likes the headband. Yeah, I'm sporting this because you got to be able to watch the hair so it doesn't fall into the grease, right? I got such long hair up there, right? I want to keep it out of the grease.
Yeah, he's the grease master
I'm
today.
the grease master. I'm the grease monkey. I'm the grease monkey today.
Okay, so we are quite.
Hi there, Cricks. Good to see you. Hi, Pam and Tony. Glad to have you on board with us.
And
I
so
love it.
We're just kind of.
Pam Higgins thinks this is also crazy and rowdy. Pam Higgins, no, there are no calories because we are making them.
It's true.
It is calorie free. There is
Okay.
nothing in there.
We're starting to come together, so I'm going to put some flour here.
Katie Waring wants to know where the cocktail of the day is. Well, if you hold your horses, the Wearings are they are jumping right ahead of all of this today.
We need to teach them virtue of patience.
Little virtue. Patience is a virtue of the Holy Spirit.
And apparently we Warings really struggle with
Very
that.
short on the patience
We
stick.
struggle with that.
Right.
So, Kate, honey, it's Dalgona coffee. We'll get there.
It's Dalgona coffee with a kick.
Yeah,
Because it is
it's
Thirsty
boozy.
Thursday.
It is. It's going to be boozy. So I'm going to start bringing this dough together.
All right, do you want me to...
Oh yeah. So would you mind talking about the other dough?
The other dough, right. So last night, we put together a dough that we would be frying today because we know that we're going to fry this later because it won't have enough time to rise on camera. So last night, we came up with our own dough in preparation for today. Let me show you the product. And so they have been rising. It's beautiful. So there we go. I mean, actually...
I think, considering
Yes.
that we have been, if we're truly honest, guys, so this is like our third time making donuts?
Third time.
Third time making donuts? So, I feel like they look pretty good.
They do. They look very good. They look better than our first disaster.
So true.
So, but that's because Jill gave us some flat yeast. So,
Thanks, Jill.
thanks Jill for that. That yeast is dead. So why would you use that? I don't know. Why would we use it? So anyway, so we're just happy to have donuts that are rising. The
It's
dough
true.
is rising.
We've
this
really
morning.
been we've had a hard time, guys.
We have, but this
we've
has been
really
it's
struggled.
been an experience.
But we do it for you, right?
Exactly.
We do it for you.
Right. It helps, you know what? All this fun keeps us all connected, right?
It's true,
We are all
actually.
connected. We are staying together. Are you selling any of them? I will be down. You know what? Today we are not Gloria, but in the future, Jordan and I are talking about that as a fundraiser for the parish. This could be an opportunity.
we need to perfect a few things first, Gloria.
Exactly.
We need to get our system down here.
One of the scariest things is having Jordan saying, "Hey, Dad, funny story."
Oh no, we're not bringing that up on the internet.
We're not going to bring that up for the world, huh?
We're not doing that.
Okay.
We're not doing
No,
that.
I think you should.
Jill is all for it. I don't really know, huh?
Oh. Anyway, so moving on.
Moving on.
So. Okay.
Do you know why you're working dough?
What about the dough last night?
The dough last night.
So.
Yeah, we're going to start to fry it.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact.
So what I'm going to do is, okay, so as you guys can see, I don't know if you can see this. Hopefully you can see this, that this dough has come together pretty well, actually. It needs more kneading. It's supposed to go from anywhere from 8 to 10 minutes of kneading. But I have so many helpers here that I
Everybody's gonna
kind
get
of
their
feel
hands dirty
like
today.
I feel like it's a tough. Well, but Father Tuttle, this is an opportunity for you to learn how to make donuts. It's great. So here you go, sir. So.
Off the camera, maybe you can flip it over there real quick.
Okay, so ignore the chaos.
Yeah, sure.
Ignore the chaos that exists over here, guys. Okay, just so that we're aware. Okay.
We normally wouldn't move the camera, but we're going to go ahead and
Okay,
do it
so
just
we're
so
gonna-
that
yeah.
you can see Father
Okay.
Tuttle make a mess of himself.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Right?
great. So
Down.
okay, so
Teach me, master.
okay, great. So first thing first. I
I
love
drink
that.
now?
Yeah, that'd be a great.
Don't get
idea.
used to it.
I was gonna say I really like that title. Anyway, so all right, flour counter. You need enough to where you're not gonna have the dough stick to the countertop side. Okay. Then from there, dough on counter. Yes. You're gonna need to flour your hands. Wait, did you wash your hands?
Try to do this one.
Great. Okay. Flour hands. Just a little bit. Yeah, just stick your hand in. It's fine. Okay. All right. Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna take the ball dough. You're gonna take it and you're gonna work it away from it, and then flip it back. Does that make sense? Okay. Try that.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Very good.
Okay, yeah, okay. Yeah. And you just keep on kneading it. And as you knead it, add flour. But honestly, we're kind of to a point now where really, just keep going. Okay? Just feel it out. There you go. Your turn, sir. All right. Okay, so,
How long?
another 4-ish minutes or so. You're welcome. See, look, you're going to get great arms. So, anyway, so let's go back over here. So, okay, now, well, we need to get started on
We
frying
need to
up
start
donuts.
frying donuts, right? So we need to bring that back, the camera back around
right.
here.
Great.
Fantastic. So
Okay.
the oil is up.
Right.
You bring it to frying temp, which is about
I'm gonna get out of the way here.
375. Okay, and how do you know if they're done? Well, you get a nice brown color and then you flip them over, right? So we'll be laying them in there little by little, and then we will show you the finished product here. We've got both donut holes. We've got donut with holes in them, and then we've got whole donuts that we're going to be filling up and glazing with a lot of wonderful flavors here in just a minute. So let's go ahead and get started. Our oil is perfect temperature, and I usually put in 3 to 4 donuts at a time. This will hold 3 to 4 donuts. And what I'm excited about is that yesterday when we put the donuts in, they fell right to the bottom and then started to float. But these are floating on top.
Yay!
So
Guys, this is a success!
This is a success for
Yes!
us.
We are winning today!
We are winning. And look at this.
I love
This is
it.
nice. Gloria, thank
I
you for
love it.
leaving this in the kitchen for
Yeah,
us.
thank you.
This is a great gift.
Yeah.
So
Alright.
now this is the unexciting part. We just watch them,
So,
right?
Well, and so while you're doing that, I'm going to clean up a little bit because, you know, when you're baking, it's just a part of baking that you make a mess as you bake, right? And so I'm gonna clean up a little bit here. And let's talk a little bit while he's frying up. Let's talk a little bit about what kind of toppings we're doing for our donuts today. So today we have a maple bacon that we're going to be doing. So we have a maple glaze that we've created, and then of course bacon, as in like not bacon bits, as in like actual bacon that we chopped up, and we're going to put on top of the donuts. And then we have dipping sauces. We're going to call them that for our donuts. So as I mentioned earlier, so sometimes in cooking, there's adventures to be had. And my adventure happened this morning. So I had grand intentions, everybody. I had grand intentions. I was going to make lemon curd and take it to a point, cook it to a point where it was super thick, where I could pipe it into the donut. So you would have a donut then stuffed with lemon curd, right? And same deal with this blueberry kind of concoction that I was creating, right? I was gonna have this blueberry jam of sorts that I could then pipe into the donut. Well, it worked in a way, but they're super loose. So we're gonna just call them dipping sauces today. We're starting a trend, guys, for donuts with dipping sauces. So our dipping sauces today are a lemon or citrus curd, it's both orange and lemon, dipping sauce, as well as a blueberry orange dipping sauce. Nutella is also another dipping sauce that we have. So we're starting a new trend here, guys, with donuts with dipping sauces.
Ruth says Father Chris needs an apron. Apparently he knows that he's gonna make a mess. So that's pretty good, right?
Yeah, we could get him such a cute one.
Right? Yeah, probably.
Yeah, we could get him such a cute one.
I'm nervous and scared of what
So.
Okay, donuts.
All right. How we doing on the donuts?
Slow, but they are really popping up here.
They're quite poofy.
Yes, they are poofy.
Quite.
We like poofy donuts.
Yes.
Jordan, just sit in the bowl for 10 minutes?
Yes, please. So let's see. Let's see. Oh, Doris, you're so nice. All of you are doing an awesome job. Thank you. That's so nice of you. And also she asked if I can come by and get one. Well, I don't know, Doris. You may not be interested after all of this. We don't know yet. So, but thank you for the thought. Renee's story, she says, Dippin' Donuts, new chain. She likes my idea. Guys, trendsetter. She likes my idea. This could be a new thing.
It could be.
It could be a new thing.
I love it.
And so, anyway, let's see. What else? Do we have anything else? Let's see.
Uh-oh, that was a Jordan donut. That's why she doesn't get to cut them anymore.
So I've been banned from cutting donuts, guys. You wouldn't think that you could make a mistake with cutting donuts, but well, I'm just very good at making not circular donuts. I just say that I embrace my creative side when it comes to making donuts. Like, why put yourself in the box, guys? Why put yourself in the box? It needs to be, outside. So anyway, hence why I've been banned from cutting out donuts. But anyway.
I'll show them some of your work later.
Let's see. All right. Oh, Renee loves it. I'm all about dipping my donuts. Great idea. See, she loves it. See, people, I think we're on to something. So, all right. While we're patiently waiting on our rounds of donuts, could I maybe steal a couple?
Yeah.
All right, so give me a moment here. Let me kind of figure out. Hi, Finn. Hi.
Finn Bar is so excited.
Yes, hi, honey.
Smell the
I
fry.
need you to scooch. All right, I need, how do I want to do this? Let me just steal that. Great. Okay. Let's do, and I'm going to steal a couple of these donuts here.
Okay.
I'm going to steal a couple of those. All right, so, now this is the part I didn't think through. I need, can I have a plate, please?
Sure.
Thank you. So this is the part that I didn't think through, is how I'm not going to make a mess all over the countertop. So
just for you, Ruth.
basically, right? So Ruth, I'm thinking of you. I don't want to make a mess all over. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make our maple bacon here as soon as I find bacon bits. All right, so bacon bits here, and then our maple glaze, which has maple syrup, as in like real maple syrup, melted butter.
Thank you, Cecilia, for bringing us some.
Oh yes, thank you, Cecilia. Yes, thank you. Melted butter, a little bit of salt, a little bit of vanilla, and then powdered sugar, and a little bit of water to kind of help bring it all together. But anyway, so I'm gonna just I think I'm just gonna plop it in. I think that's what I'm gonna do.
Plop it in there. Is that a cooking term?
You know, I think I have excellent. Oh wait.
Whopping it may not work so well.
It's an experiment.
How's the whopping going?
Creation.
How's the whopping going?
You don't like that one?
I'm just gonna dip that in there.
Okay. So, you know, it's fine. It's fine. And then a little bit of bacon, like boop, 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 like that, right?
Love the sound effects.
There we go. And then here's my first one. Here we go. Right now, I just gotta get a rhythm going here, but we're getting there on the dough.
Watch the rhythm because it'll get you.
Just wow.
Thirsty Thursday.
It's Thirsty Thursday, everyone.
Ooh. All right. Ow, hot. Okay, so now I'm thinking that I need some dipping sauce. Excuse me.
Thin bar.
All right. So I'm gonna go with the lemon curd. Well, citrus curd. I keep on calling it a lemon curd, but it's really a citrus curd. So anyway,
Jordan, what's the difference between a lemon curd and a citrus curd?
Citrus curd is enough to where I can cover all the citrus.
So there's more than lemon in there.
Correct. So I have orange as well as lemon. Basically, I used what I had. You know, COVID cooking, right? COVID cooking.
Sounds COVID cooking. You have what you have in your refrigerator.
So I'm gonna just go ahead and try one. Are you ready?
I am ready to try one, but I'm frying donuts.
I know. You're in the middle. So I'm gonna dip.
Gonna dip?
Yeah, I'm gonna dip.
Well, I'm just excited. There's air. Oh my gosh.
Success.
That's pretty good. All right, so.
Time for the blueberry.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Sorry, I just got really excited about that one.
And we have Nutella.
Okay, sorry.
Mom says show the donut.
Oh, hold on a minute, Mom. We'll show the donut.
Oh my god.
Just a little bit. I feel like we're getting there, folks.
We are doing this.
I've been
This is
instructed
pretty amazing.
to Vanna White the plate. There we go, Vanna White. Okay. So, anyway, okay.
We are getting nice raised donuts today.
Now,
This is pretty amazing.
are you ready to try a maple one?
I'm ready to try a maple one here. Let me pull these two guys out
Okay.
of the pool. Oh, dangerous. It looks dangerous.
Oh. Actually.
Sweet and savory.
I'm into that.
That's really good.
I like that a lot. I like it.
Yummy, yummy.
Bacon makes it better.
It's true. Bacon makes a lot of things better. Okay, so now we need to talk about our cocktail because we've gone a long time and we haven't even really talked about our
I
cocktail.
know. Goodness gracious. Let's get to the cocktails over.
Right. People, that's what.
Thirsty. So.
Are you thirsty? All right. I need to take care of Father Tuttle, so we're gonna get this show on the road here.
By the
Well,
way,
let's try some Nutella first.
Oh.
You gotta try everything.
I'm going to try it all.
So.
Amazing. They're so holy. That's a Jordan donut because it's not in a circle.
Again, guys, I embrace creativity. That's what it is. I embrace creativity. That's what I'm going with. Anyway, so let's talk about our cocktail. So,
Let's to do.
No fin. We're gonna put that there, and then so we need. I've been told to look at the comments. I'm gonna get Father Joe to do that.
My mouth is drooling. Thank you, Cecilia.
All right.
Mariana, no bourbon in the maple glaze, but there might be a little later.
Oh, okay. So
This show is going to get picked up by all the networks. Thank you, Haley. Love it.
Aww, she's so nice.
So what is the drink of the day, Jordan?
Okay, so sorry.
That's what everybody wants to know.
Dalgona coffee. It's trendy, guys. So look at us. We're trendy. So not only do you get Dippin' Donuts.
First time I've ever been told that.
I mean, but look at your.
I know, look at the outfit
and
today,
like,
right?
you know,
I'm
you're
trendy.
You're trendy, and so.
Coming to a barista near you.
Could you take this?
I will take this.
Thank you. All right. So, okay, Dalgona coffee. It's really trendy, and so we decided, well, let's enjoy the coffee, but let's take it up another notch. So, what we have here are the ingredients to make Dalgona coffee, which are whole milk. We also have Jill is our resident Dalgona coffee expert. And so she whipped up for us before we got started. Instant coffee, she used maple syrup today, as well as water. And so what you do is you take equal ratios of those three ingredients. Some sort of sweetener. We've used regular sugar, we've used, what's
Swerve?
that? That's what that's called,
Swerve.
We've used Swerve. So any equal parts
Swerve.
of water, instant coffee, and some sort of sweetener. And basically, you whip the living tar out. And so, eventually, what you get is something a little more together than this. This has been sitting for a little bit, but the idea is that it's really incredibly whipped, really fluffy. It's really tasty.
And you want soft peaks, right? That's what you told me earlier.
Yes, you're aiming for
Soft
soft
peaks.
peaks. So, what we're gonna
I'm
do?
learning, right?
Yeah, you're learning. You've got this. You've got this. So, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna put some ice in the glass, and we're then going to add some Screwball whiskey, which is a peanut butter whiskey. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking,
Peanut butter whiskey?
Really?
Ah.
That sounds appalling. No. It is delicious. Even our resident whiskey people here really
Bourbon.
like it. Bourbon and whiskey. Well, you know what I mean.
We all know.
You know.
The world
you know,
doesn't know.
You know. Okay. But anyway, so it's delicious. Very sweet.
It's something you want to put like on vanilla ice cream.
It's true.
It would make a great milkshake, a boozy adult milkshake, but it's going to make even a better Dalgona coffee.
It's true. So I'm going to put a little bit of that. And then I have a selection here in terms of bourbon whiskey creams here. So I don't know. Which one do we want to use?
Let's try a different one. Let's try the caramel.
Yeah.
Let's try the caramel one.
Okay. This one. So how do you say that name? Carolyn's?
Carolyn's.
Okay, great. So there's
From Ireland.
From Ireland. Anyway, so I'm gonna put a little bit of that. I don't know, that.
Can everybody see that?
Can you guys see that? Yeah, great. Okay.
Show me.
Fantastic. You want to raise it up
Oh,
there?
okay, sorry. So here are the other alcohols as well. Here, I'll try
There's
to
what
do
we
a
got
little.
so far.
Here's, I'm gonna do that, and then put this other one. Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit of milk.
Whole milk gives it a better flavor, and I think it's easier to mix the Dalgona coffee into. I like the whole milk.
I'm gonna put.
That's Jill's preference. I'm getting the head nod. So go
Nita.
for the whole milk. Don't try almond milk or oat milk or no, all of you. Whatever. Skim milk, definitely down.
What is it that Paula Dean says? Not that diet stuff, basically. That's what she says. Not that diet stuff.
Andy Edwards, I'm going to tell you right now, don't give anybody ideas. J&J's Dippin' Donuts.
We've got a chain idea. Okay, so guys, then I put this coffee mixture on top, and voila. Okay, once I mix it all together, we have our Dalgona coffee boost. up a little bit. So let me get a spoon, and let's see if I can maybe.
Jillian Waring, yes, you can also make Dalgona coffee without sugar, right? As Jill mentioned to us earlier before we started, you can do this without sugar, and this takes all of the attention off Jordan, who's making a ridiculous mess over here on the countertop. The Dalgona is all over the Dalgona is gonna. There is no.
Here you go. I made it especially for you.
That's so precious. Do you know what? Maybe if you try this in the bottom.
Oh, maybe that would help.
Right. Look at that.
Hey, as I make a mess on the floor.
Hey, don't worry about it. Look at that. See, it actually did
That's
it.
how it works. Thank you.
It did it.
Hey, there you
Boom.
go. I made it especially for you.
Oh, it's so precious.
Yeah,
Thank you. Let me just get all the stuff off the side of the cup. I'm so glad everyone loves me.
You're
I
welcome.
know, see?
Isn't this great? I'm speaking of you. All right.
I love a good mess. Don't we, Finbar? Finbar is drinking it. He's looking
He
up.
loves it. He thinks it's great.
He's a booze hound. Okay, so you can see the layers that are forming. If you can see that at home, you can see the foam on top. You can see everything begin to settle and separate. It's absolutely wonderful. The first time Jill made this for us was on Easter Sunday. We had these for the first time Easter Sunday, and I haven't stopped drinking them since. So, and now we've just taken it to, we've made them top shelf by adding the peanut butter whiskey and also the Carolyn. So this is going to be a good shot here.
All right. I'm working on it. I got you.
Wow.
What's the verdict?
Boozy.
Are you saying that I should have messed it up a little?
I'm saying it's really good. I'm saying
I mean, like,
for all my nieces at home watching, no, you can't have this one. But in a few years, Uncle Joe will make you one.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
This is
Silver
fantastic. You
Silver lining.
really get the peanut butter. You can the caramel kind of overpowers the peanut butter a little bit in this one.
Okay.
So we'll have to back that off just a hair for the next one.
Okay.
But it really is wonderful.
Oh, good. So see, we're rocking and rolling here.
Ooh, wow.
So, all right.
Ooh, wow.
So, okay. Now, all right.
Sanka, not Santa, huh? Okay, there, Gloria. Yeah, Sanka. Any of your instant coffees, Kroger cheap instant coffee, it doesn't really make any difference. We're doing ours decaf for me because I don't drink caffeine coffee. So you can do it with decaf, you can do it with regular. It's fantastic. Yes, let's see what else.
I got stuff in my eye.
Oh, Jordan's got stuff in her eye. We're going to have to start wearing goggles and face masks. Watch out.
Oh, gosh. I'll be joining you in a minute. It's fine.
In a minute, okay.
It's fine. All right.
Fantastic.
Okay, we're good.
So why don't I make yours then? If you made one for me, then I'm going to make one for you.
See?
There we go. So we're going to start out.
guys.
However, I'm going to start with the milk. I'm going to do it backwards. I'm going to start, she did it milk last, but I'm going to actually start with the milk as the base. Then I'm going to go in, and you can just figure it out. It's all to taste, right? And we're going to go with the Ezra Brooks on this one.
Ooh, okay.
Right?
I've never tried, I've
Ezra
tried the
Brooks.
Baileys, but I've never tried the Carolyn's or the...
Right. This is a bourbon cream, very much like, and I'm going to shake it here real quick so it gets all of the solids. The booze can sit on the bottom, so you want to make sure that when you're using a bourbon cream or an Irish cream or anything like that, you want to make sure that you're actually shaking it up. Uh-oh. And so there, we'll top that off with a little bit of bourbon cream.
So some suggestions. James Howard suggests try Amarula liqueur in your coffee mix. So we'll have to look into that. I'm not really familiar with that. My dad says.
What's Dad say?
Dad says Jordan learned to cook from her mom. She tries to fit 10 ounces of liquid in an 8-ounce cup. Yeah, what can I say? Yeah, it's true. Rose says, and next we can do tacos and margaritas. I'm sensing a little bit of someone really likes margaritas, aka Rose Turner really likes margaritas. So I'm sensing something there.
All right, look at that.
Ooh, look at it.
Perfecto.
Thank you. He only got
And I
one
don't even
drizzle.
have it all over the countertop.
Yeah, he only
It's
got one.
amazing.
I know. He got a little drizzle.
I got a little drizzle,
He
just
did
a little bit on the side.
So.
Ooh,
Ooh, I like this.
right?
This is really good. This is actually, it's kind of, imagine a boozy coffee milkshake. That's kind of what it's
Ooh.
like.
Yeah.
It's very tasty. Also very dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Especially when we're eating these donuts the rest of the day, we'll be fine for the holy hour tonight,
Yeah,
my
we'll
dear
be
friends.
fine. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. It'll be great. So, let's see. Let's see. Any other comments for us? Let's see. So, Rose seems to really think that tacos and margaritas should be next.
All right.
We'll see. We'll talk about it.
Right, and so also we want your input on when we're going to do this, right? So Thirsty Thursday seems to be a very popular day,
Right.
But we're also going to be starting confessions tomorrow, which is from 4 to 5.
Right.
So if there's a better time for you throughout the week so that we can catch all of you, we'd like to know. So we thought about even Saturday afternoons, but I don't want to compete with the Food Network and everyone else. But I would like to. We'd like to get a date and a time set so that certainly we don't want to interrupt confessions, but we also want to make sure that we're hitting all of you who'd like to join us every week, because this has certainly been fun for me, and I know it's been fun for you, and I think for the whole team and staff have been enjoying us. Do something out of the ordinary, just make a mess of the kitchen here. I think that's really what it's all about.
Basically, we just really enjoy having fun. We really
Absolutely.
do. Because, I don't know about you all, but we need it.
We need some fun
We
right
need the
now.
opportunities to have some fun.
Exactly.
And it's also fun to hang out with you guys, even if it's via the comments section and everything.
Right. Yeah, you could even come and stand outside our window here in the kitchen and watch us. We could have a whole crowd here the next time. We've got quite a wide window here. We can hang out. You can go out and play with Iggy and Leo and Jude and wave at us as we are.
Gosh, I love it. I love it. So let's see. Jan will post the donut recipe. Don't worry. Let's see. Any other little bits and pieces? I don't see anything else.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, great. Oh, Renee suggests right now, this is a great time. But unfortunately, with that time frame
so from 4
to 5, that's hence our dilemma.
Right.
If we were to start at 3 and then go into 4, obviously then that
I'd have to move confessions up just a little bit. Or move it back a little bit, right?
And that we'd rather not confuse people too much.
Exactly.
We'd like to keep it consistent. So let's see. All right. Well.
Very good. I think I'm satisfied for the day. Huh? We've done it. We have done it all, folks.
I think we've done all.
This has been so much fun. We hope that you make our recipe. When we're back and we have Donut Sundays again, maybe we can trade off making some recipes here, and everybody try their recipe in their hand at making donuts. So that would be pretty awesome when we start doing Donut Sunday again. I don't want to see donuts from Kroger's and Walmart's and Tim Hortons.
Right.
We've got something better here going on than all of those places. Although I always want to make sure that we support our local businesses, right?
Absolutely.
We want to, especially all of our parishioners, all those who support us on the back of the bulletin every week. So please continue to support our local businesses. We have some great restaurants here in Portsmouth, and it's going to be a long time before they open up because of social distancing concerns. Even before retail, it's going to be way after retail stores, from it sounds like, and part of the governor's plan. So please continue to support our local restaurants. Continue to support your churches. Even though we're not in them, we still got to pay the bills. So please use that Tidely app and continue to give to the churches and also to St. Francis Catholic Outreach. And we appreciate. Oh, look, we've got somebody out there right now. Hi, Doris.
Hi, Doris.
Right, somebody driving by. Doris just wants a donut, everybody. So if you tell Doris, yeah.
Thanks, Doris.
Right.
That's awesome.
So God bless you all, and we will look forward to seeing you next week. Otherwise, until then, bon appetit, and cheers until we see you again.